The diet experiment. Hi, if you're new to this channel, I'm Dr. K, or Dr. Kareem Samouri. I specialize in epigenetics so that you can reach your full health potential. Now, I just had lunch with a friend. He's a professional athlete, he's a professional dancer, and he goes through all kinds of diet and food experimentation. It's really interesting to talk to him about it. He tries to eat only raw for a period of time. Then he tries to eat only a fruit-based diet. Then he tries to eat only grass-fed things and more of a ketogenic diet. And then he experiments with combinations in between. He's able to notice subtleties in his performance because he's a professional athlete and he's so lean to begin with. So he notices if he's not able to be as flexible or be able to move into certain positions the way that he could before, or if he's able to do it better than he could before. One of the things that he's run into as a challenge, though, is eating the way that he does. Sometimes when he goes and he travels, he can take on like a parasite or something in a foreign country, like in Costa Rica, because he'll be eating off of what's grown in nature at some local place, and maybe it's being washed with water that's less than sanitary, and he ends up not cooking the food when he goes through, say, the raw diet experiment. And what ends up happening is he could get sick. Not all the time, but when he does, he and his friends get sick, and they stay sick for a long time. So what do you do? Well, ultimately the answer is you do want to experiment with food. The first experiment that I recommend that you do is to get rid of gluten, grains, and dairy for about 21 days up to 6 weeks. Some people say 90 days. 6 weeks is typically enough for you to be able to tell your body's responding when you introduce it back. Another experiment that I recommend that you run is to only have fructose-based sugars, so only sugars that come from fruit in your diet. Now, if you're diabetic, that's still going to interact with diabetes. It's still going to mean that you can require insulin if you're insulin dependent, but fructose is much better for your body to absorb, and you might notice the exact opposite reaction of inflammation reducing instead of increasing when you eat fructose as compared to sucrose or like chemically based processed sugars. So we want to get rid of those as much as we can. A third experiment that I recommend that you run is to understand when your body can tolerate dense proteins versus not. So whether you're vegetarian or vegan or you eat meat, you still are consuming proteins more than likely. So there's a time of day when your body's probably best suited to consume proteins. For example, if you're an ectomorph, you're going to be able to do better with proteins earlier in the day rather than later, giving yourself a chance to digest. If you are an endomorph, this is like your midday meal. You want to stay away from late proteins, especially if you're a taller endomorph, because of a long digestive tract that leads towards fermentation in the gut while you sleep. If you're a mesomorph, you're going to want to eat dense proteins, and especially animal-based proteins, and a variety of them from a physiological, biological standpoint, just based off of stomach acid production throughout the day. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This makes a difference by body type. If you don't know your body type yet, go get your body type. Go to Body Type Assessment or Health Puzzle at my profile link or drkareem.net, and you can figure it out today. I love you. God bless you. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Bye-bye.